Sup, nerds? What's going on with Red? What? You're suddenly in a good mood? I maybe ate some of your chocolate. Maybe Maddie ate some chocolate. Maybe grass is green. I swear to God if there isn't any left. Yes. We've been over this before, but you will comprehensively murderise me. I hated if someone failed to be comprehensive when we went about murderising you. Since I'm getting complete murderising attempts, I mean, ain't pretty. Don't worry, only it's a tiny bit. I like that. Clearly a Hershey's bar. Excellent! Is this enchanted chocolate or just normal chocolate? Not really enchanted dark chocolate. Where's that fall on the normal abnormal chocolate spectrum? Does he deserve to know? I don't know. I kind of like the mystery. It's completely normal chocolate, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe not. Can I have some, Ben? Come on, you owe me. For what? Helping you set all this thing up. Oh yeah, that's better. This is totally normal chocolate. Yeah. Did you expect it not to be? Well, you implied. We never implied. You came up with that on your own. Oh, damn it. Right, I'm bored. Hey, the dorks. Don't you run off on me, miss. This magic cat bank isn't even half done. I'll do it later. But now I'm going to take a nap under a table. If anyone disturbs me... Come on. You'll be happy? Confused? Ticklish? Extra hungry? I will... Mention me in your diary? Maddie doesn't keep a diary. All those thoughts and memories just stay cooped up in her head. One day she's going to run out of space. Or sanity. I'll exact terrible revenge on both of you later. Gee, that phrase definitely does not start with an M. Ugh! Bye. Okay, that was cute. I'm not being too hard on her, am I? Yeah? Nah. She thinks you're great. Good. Could be starting to give her a break though. There are a few people who appreciate a break more than Ashley, especially when it's a break from Maddie. I mean, I'm expecting a lot from her right now. She does seem a little overloaded. Fuck. But she'd tell me things are too much, right? I don't know. Seems like she idolises you. Idolatry is a sin, isn't it? Can't be healthy behaviour. I reckon she'd pretty happily burn herself out for you, you know? I just needed her for the next 4 or 5 hours and everything will be okay. Is that when you're planning on performing a ritual? This thing? Yeah. What's it for anyway? Conduit ritual. Super forbidden magic. Ah, cool. Are you actually cool with this, or... Not hugely, actually. Why is that? Well, you know, I was talking to Ned earlier and... Actually, don't worry about it. It's fine, I don't care. What does it do? You know, I took a couple of hours from you down here. Vividly. But it's just a bigger scale version of that spell. High capacity. And who are you taking hours from? Nobody. Don't worry, bud. You're at a deficit already. When you get deep enough into a hole, you kind of stop worrying about climbing out of it and just accept your fate. I can't touch you. Right, okay. So even if you're lying right now, Shouldn't you at least have taken enough to pay off your debt multiple times at this point? The hours weren't for that. Maybe it just felt like hours. It can be hard to judge time when you're wandering around aimlessly. What the hell did you do with them then? Where do they go? For our research, we used the following materials. Wire of copper, heavily drawn. Jasmine chalk, not Dover. Sustained electric supply of at least 20 volts, car battery. Capacitors comprised of blank. However, we believe extra components are required. Our conduit's properties are varied with the layout of our summoning circle. Despite the departure of our test subject during our trials, we are able to ascertain a number of efficiency-orientated refinements. Certain kind of optimization require immediate dedication to craft. As well as the absolute necessity of a living but non-sentient vessel, taxes a so-called storage container. More testing is required, although retaining a willing subject to a future methodology evaluations, but attracting the attention of a council will be difficult, to say the least. I stored them. All those hours are in this tree. I miss eating. Why was that? What's your diet like? I remember sushi. Sushi? I thought you said you were a crab. Well, you think crabs aren't dexterous enough to make sushi? Unquestionably, yes. What is this sushi? It's delicious, that's what it is. Want some fish and seaweed? Humans eat it. And crabs. I just don't know where a crab would find rice. What a way to make good sushi. I always make garbage. Yes, I also make garbage on occasion. Unbelievable, you two, unbelievable. Garbage is good for the soul. Garbage is garbage. It's a name. What do you eat when you were alive, then? Grass. Just normal grass. Boring. And tree roots sometimes. There are tree roots here, yes? Yeah, there are. Why do you chop on them? Well, I'm not hungry. We don't eat. Also, more importantly, we are powerfully magical. Maddie needs them. The damaging that Maddie needs, and Ashley would be disappointed in us. Such an optimal state of affairs. I can feel a power on them too. However, I do not feel compelled to chomp on them. What a strange thought. Love to jump sushi, chomp sandwiches, chomp garbage. You're so weird. Bloody hell, I've got to pick 7 out of that. I'll start with... That's going to be Ashley. That's going to be Maddie. Lie. Penny thievery. Communism. Work. Elders. What you did. Melbourne. Ned. Maddie. Guests. Death. Maddie. Food. Let's now have a new area to explore. Mouse sensitivity up, please. Up, thank you. Letter from Sophie Cordova. Here's the next one we need. Tanqueray 10. We've got one of those, got one of those, got one of those, so I can do that one. Actually, that was the Samantha one. Something from down under. Could do that one as well. And technically, Ashley's Inventions 2. I think first things first, I need to do the what we need. My dear Maddie, thank you for getting in touch with me. Or perhaps I say congratulations. I made such a point of making myself hard to find, but it's always a surprise to hear from anyone. Sometimes I find myself appearing the day when I'll be contacted by someone who isn't a fan of mine, and who is more interested in locking me away than seeking my advice. One might think that people interested in putting me away were more capable in possession of more resources than those like yourself, who simply possess curiosity. It's always the latter who manages to break through their wall when I've been erected between myself and the outside world. You were first over 3 years to manage this, so it's now time for me to find another hiding place. If the next letter manages to find me, I'll truly have something to worry about. If you're looking for a solution to a problem outlined in letter, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. My business is that of teaching people how to ask the right questions, so they can find the answers themselves, not giving answers. After all, the most worthwhile answers are ones you haven't found yet. That being said, your question about time transference is an issue of special interest to me. The idea of storing vitality within a living non-sentient creature such as a plant is one I've long considered. The issue has always been one of retrieval. If you find a way to transfer vitality from a plant to a sentient creature, it will result in a tremendous discharge of energy. Such a great discharge that I'm sure it would kill out whatever subject was on the receiving end. Absorbing life force from something doesn't seem that it would do you much good if it kills you in the process. Consequently, I've never experimented with this process myself. Even if I have earned a reputation for being a rule breaker, there are certain things that are simply off limits. Your idea of using a non-living soul as a target for transference is an interesting one. No risk of killing a vitality recipient, who is already dead. Of course, that would require finding a way to infuse a non-living soul with vitality in the first place. Being most reanimation techniques involve a significant discharge of energy, using vitality transfer as a trigger would effectively be killing two birds with one stone. Of course, reanimation is a far cry from necromancy. But if your only problem is one of living on borrowed time, You know better than I do how to resolve particulars. I'm an alchemist, not a necromancer. I can offer you one piece of advice. These kinds of vitality transfers are not something to be experimented with. Any time that time is borrowed or lent, you make an alteration to a ledger to let powers that be keep a very acute, careful eye on. Even the smallest of disturbances is enough to attract my notice. And attracting my notice will put a quick end to any research you might be in the midst of. So if you're going to try vitality transference, don't experiment. Go straight to the end goal. You're going to catch the attention of those whose attention you don't want. Make sure the endeavour is worthwhile. If you have a good reputation, it'd be a shame to squander it on something so trivial as allowing a mouse a few extra seconds of side of mortality. As I said, go big or go home. I appreciate you taking time to write to me. Give me a new thing to pontificate on. Perhaps one day you may see the result of that pontification in one of my future volumes. Of course, it should go without saying, if you don't want to be able to reach, you'll be able to reach me again, at least not the same way you did before. I've been found, that means I have to do a better job of covering my tracks. While I rationally hope that I'll never find myself in a position where a fan's letter finds me, there's always part of me that hopes that one day one of my readers will manage to track me down. Who knows, perhaps on the next letter I receive, my next resonance will come from you. I'm sure you have better things to do with your time than trying to track me down. But it's time to adopt the posture of a student and focus on learning. It's obvious to me as someone who has spent plenty of time learning things and now ready to do things. So do things, Maddie. Do big things, do dangerous things, do things that break the rules. Not all rules need to be broken, but you're smart enough to find me. You're smart enough to know which rules are worth breaking. I'm grateful it was always a reader of a mail that seems to find me. And never demands to appear before some kind of tribunal or committee. You think it was a good long string of extremely good luck on my part. But over time, I've come to realise that those who wish to be gone lack the insight of people who earnestly read my work. Readers such as yourself are the only ones who truly know me well enough to understand how I think. And where I would hide. Bravo, Maddie. You demonstrated your ability to think like me. Now you must learn to think like yourself. Yours truly, Sophie Cordova. Cool. Our door is now open. For me to end the episode, bye bye.